my grandmother, my grandmother, when she was older, like before she passed away, I remember like looking at her and I was just like, damn, I'm like, and I love my grandmother to death. Like that's my guardian angel. But I remember at one point in time, I was just like, damn, God, please don't let me be like this. I don't want to grow old and die alone. I don't want to grow old and be without a partner. I don't want this for myself. And my grandmother, like, she was a double amputee. She had diabetes, so she had like both of her legs cut off, and she had some fingers cut off. It started with her toes first. She used to love getting her toes done, by the way. And I remember just thinking, I'm like, damn, like, God, please don't let me die like this. I want to have a partner. I don't want to grow old and die alone. I want to have someone that loves me and that cherishes me and that I can be with. And as I'm getting older, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I understand now, Grandma. I understand why it is that you were happy without having a husband by your side or having a partner by your side, because she went through a lot. She went through a lot. My grandfather, which wasn't her husband, he was very abusive. He used to beat on her. He used to do a lot of stuff to her. And then like she had went through other, her other kids' fathers that weren't doing right by her. And by the time she got married and her husband didn't do right by her, she was tired. So she didn't have the strength or the energy anymore to keep trying to find that perfect person. She just accepted people for who they were, and she didn't try to change people for who they were. She enjoyed the moment, and she literally let you go after y'all had y'all moment, and she let you go. She didn't try to force you to be her husband, her man, or anything. She just enjoyed that moment with you and let you go about your way. And as I think about it now, I really admire my grandmother. She didn't die alone. She died with true, genuine love around her. My mother, my aunt, her grandkids, people that truly loved her and didn't want anything from her, but just her genuine love. When you have children, they don't care if you're broke. They don't care if you have money. They don't care if you have a book in your nose or if you look crusty on a bad day. They just love you for you, and they want to spend time with you. They don't care about what you have. So when I think about it now, I really don't feel like how she passed away was actually bad. She died with pure, genuine love around her and people that really loved her for her. And I'll take that any day rather than have some people around me that literally just want me for what I have and not really fuck with me or love me the genuine way. And I go out sad with dealing with someone that was only with me for convenience or for the money or for the things I had or what I could provide or who I was, my status. I want someone that doesn't care if I am in a cardboard box one day or if I'm all the way up another day, that's gonna love me for my soul. And you can't ask for nothing better than that. So until I find that, I'm gonna stay single. And I'm fine with that, like my grandmother was.
All right.
Prepared to die alone. Yeah, man. Family gonna use you too. So you can say you have family around you and the people that just love you for who you are. Family can also use you. And Zmeena, you've worked yourself into a position to where you can you don't need a man for anything. A man can't give you his financial resources to provide a lifestyle for you because you make that yourself, and you made certain types of choices that puts you in the light of a sex worker. So now you're already devalued on a morality standpoint for what most men would want. I'm not saying there's not guys out there that wouldn't mind being with you. There's a lot of guys that would love to have you at home with them, but you don't want those guys. The guys that you want, which we've already seen photos of you with numerous celebrities, the guys that you want just only want to use you just for your physical box, and whatever other assets that you could possibly do, or whatever type of circus tricks that you got up your sleeve in the bedroom. And when it comes down to her grandmother's situation and her dating situation, it's about choices. Everybody makes choices, and her grandma was from a whole nother era than what she's in right now, but it's about choices. The choices that she made, the lifestyle that she's in right now, everybody has to deal with the consequences of their actions. If you choose to go down the role of being a medical professional, you're gonna probably have to be on call a lot. You're a firefighter, you got to go out there and fight fires or whatnot. Everybody has to have that calling for the consequences of their actions, and your consequences are gonna be everything you're dealing with right now. A man maybe want you for how much money you got, you're aging, You put your body out there, so dude's probably not gonna take you serious as a valuable candidate. You over sexualize. You a big freak. Men like that, but they like it. They like it when they like it. It's like an on and off switch for us. We don't like it all the time. We kind of want to turn it on when we want it on, and when we want it off, we want to be able to turn it off. But when you're with a woman that's just hypersexual, that's very annoying. And I'm gonna just be honest. I don't want a woman around me that's always hypersexual. Like, I want it when I want it. And I'm not trying to make it like it's just me. Like, yeah, if she wants it, of course I'm gonna give it. But her sex drive shouldn't outbeat mine. So I should be wanting it more than she wants it. Should be the reverse, you know. But I think when you wire it like that, you already make it very difficult to date on a normal perspective, you know. And also in the field that she's in too, she's gonna see the worst in men. So just like a stripper, a sex worker, or digital escort, digital prostitute, whatever you want to call it, because she, you know, sells her, you know, physicality online for guys to look at, which is still, you know, like almost like prostitution. You're seeing the thirstiness and the carnal desire of men, how they're constantly thirsting and lusting after you. She probably never even seen the other side of it. And in this podcast, y'all watch it yourselves. After this, she basically gets into how you had some guys that took her out, spent a lot of money or the whole nine, and she was like, that didn't even move me. The guy that did the least amount of things but just was very creative, that moved me. So if that moves you, why are you not with that guy? Because the money does move you. It's just the guys that come with that money, that doesn't move you. And I'm gonna be honest, when a woman gets to this level, bro, she's never gonna be satisfied. She's never gonna be happy. She's never gonna be able to just settle for just something simple. She feel like she can have the world because she kind of got it. This girl drive a Lambo, a Urus. She drives she got a G-Wagon. She got multiple toys. Nice house, has her family around her. That girl don't. She said in this podcast also that she said she didn't have sex for like a year, which I don't believe that. But she said when she wants it, she'll just call up the most familiar dick out there that was good to her, get it, and be done with the urge. That girl don't want no guy constantly. So this is what you deal with women when you work yourself into a position to where you don't need or want anything. The mysticism is gone. The mystery is gone. See, most people when they work for something, they work for it because they didn't have it. They don't have it or they haven't experienced it. But when you've experienced so much, it's a problem. So that's why sometimes experience ain't always good depending on what type it is. Some experience will put you in a box of never being satisfied. That's why they say people who get rich sometimes and they have everything, they're not happy because you experienced everything. So there's really no more of that mystery of what's next. And the same thing goes with like hyper successful women. I think women might feel it even worse, you know. But the thing about women though, they can get with their friends and family. I think that'll kind of like appease them. For men, it's gonna be more things that we can acquire, which is gonna be women, money, resources, changing people's lives. We like that type of stuff. Women are more like selfish a lot of the time, so they're gonna do more things like activities with their families and their friends and stuff like that, because they're still kind of very selfish for the most part. They're not about to just be changing people's lives or creating jobs for people. Men usually do that, you know. But yeah, man, she's basically giving her infamous Kevin Samuel salute, man. Rest in peace to him. That's where she's put herself at. She's accepted dying alone. And she said that. Let me see if she says it again. No, she didn't. Okay. But I thought she said she was okay with dying alone. But she's okay with being alone. Well, basically, yeah, dying like a grandmother. So, y'all like the video. Give me y'all thoughts on this segment below. Hopefully I didn't talk too much. And this is JayB Reacts. And until next time, peace.